Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome back to another episode of Finally Sober. I am your host, Rondell, with two N's. Now, before we get this episode started, I want to let everybody know this podcast. I just had to tell everybody, man, this podcast is for sober people, but I do not let sobriety be my whole identity. All right. So I am sober, but sobriety is not my whole identity. This podcast is for people to, it's for to uplift people, let people know that it's cool to be sober. It's not a detrimental thing. It's not like you're lame, bro. Being sober is a cool thing, man. And, I'm excited to be sober. I've been sober for a year and a half now. So if this is your first time listening, welcome. If this is your second time, welcome back, and I hope you stay. This is going to be a dope episode of Finally Sober. The guest I have today is one of my, I've known this guy before I introduce him. I've known this dude for, I don't know, man, about 10, 15 plus. I've known him for a long time. And, he has seen me actually like overly drunk many of times on drugs. So, I mean, we got stories for days. And, like I said, I do a lot of interviews. This podcast, I'm interviewing, people in the industry, in the entertainment industry. And this guy is behind the scenes of the entertainment industry, managing some of y'all's favorite artists. And, he's been on tour with some of y'all's favorite artists and even worked with some of y'all's favorite artists. So, he's seen the behind the scenes as well, going through sobriety, you know. So, I want to introduce my brother, my dog, Jonathan Butler.
What's going on, bro?
What up, dog?
Oh shit, what's good, man?
Here's the thing, JB. I call him JB, y'all. Y'all don't call him JB in the real world. Y'all call him Mr. Butler.
Or Chase Jonathan. My wife, you know.
So a lot of people, you are a connector in the city, man. Let's just be real with it. I mean, you're a connector, a manager, what else would you call yourself?
Entrepreneur.
I mean, you're
a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, you know? Man. But you've managed and looked after some of the hottest acts that came out. Travis Porter. I mean, a ton of people.
Shout out to Trev Cousin Ali, man. My first real booking money. I'll never forget this. And fuck, man. This is when La Vila was still open, right?
Oh, wow.
I must have been 20, 19, something like that. And you remember J Mid?
Yeah.
Rest in peace to J Mid. But he connected the dots with me in La Vila to do some bookings. So I never forget. I had to go to SunTrust to pick up this deposit for Travis Porter. They shut the bank down.
Oh, okay.
It was like $25,000. Boys were getting money. Yeah. And so I got to be real intricate in that run. With La Vila with them. They're awesome guys. Their comeback is crazy. Charlie's killing it as well.
It is.
Dope to see, man. They're good folks.
And now you got you're managing one of my good friends as well, Chase Chrisley.
Yeah, man.
Love that dude.
He's an amazing human being.
Yeah,
man.
And he's also on a sober journey as well.
Thank God.
I think everybody can say that for both of us. It's like thank God for him, thank God for me. We were
it's debatable on who was worse, you or him. It's a pretty close race, I would say.
And you being in this business, in this entertainment business, man, being behind the scenes, you've seen a lot of, drugs and alcohol, and, I guess you fell into your own little drug and alcohol stint, or if you will. But
for sure.
But now you're sober-ish. Okay, now let's get this straight. I want to clear this up. There's three types of sober. There's sober-ish, which is, I drink maybe once in a blue moon. I don't do any drugs, but drink maybe once in a blue moon. Then there's sober. I've been sober for like 6 months. I'm feeling it. Then there's sober AF. That's where I'm at right now. I've been sober for a year and a half. I'm sober AF. You, sir, are sober-ish.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have a cocktail very rarely. Yeah. I haven't smoked weed in like almost a year now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I look at myself sober-ish. I mean, I am a partner in a few liquor brands.
For sure.
I at least have to try it, right? Like, do I partake very often? No.
Yeah, for sure.
I've got partners and we have reps that will do all the fun stuff now.
Well, and that
shit ain't really fun to me no more. You know what I mean? So.
And I wanted to ask you that, man, because you've also been in the club business as well, yeah. Back in the day. How has sobriety changed your outlook on everything now? Like, now that you are clear-minded from weed and you don't drink like that anymore, how is your mind? I mean, you look great, you know what I'm saying? So how does your mind change? I mean, your body has obviously changed, but how's your mind changed?
I mean, alcohol and smoking all the time for me, I probably made a lot of dumb decisions. I probably brought on a lot of the things that happened to me business wise in the past to myself. You know what I mean? Because I was so hyping like, oh, let me buy the bottles, which for the long time I was the one that was buying all the bottles.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like, and you learn kind of who fucks with you and who doesn't, because when you're not paying that check, people kind of like start to dissipate, right? And that was a hard lesson for me to learn, you know. But nowadays it's like I go to the club, like I'm not ordering a bottle.
True.
Like, I don't give a fuck if I got $10 in my bank account or if I have 10 million in a bank account.
True.
Like, I'm not buying a fucking bottle in the club.
Yeah.
Right. And that's just my personal preference, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of my friends make their money doing that. But for me, it's just not fun.
Yeah.
Like I go to the club, do what we got to do. Like we'll go buy the bottle if we're supporting our brand.
For sure. 100%.
Give it out, let people try it, you know, let people have fun. But for me, that's just not how I get down anymore.
Now, do you feel like it was easy to make these decisions? Is it easier to make decisions for your clients now that you are sober versus when you were in this phase of drinking and smoking weed? Is it you're able to say no to that or say yes to this or, hey, we're going to do this deal or, hey, we're not going to do that deal?
Oh, for sure. Chase will tell you. You know, he calls me more of an asshole now, you know, which is fine.
Yeah, true.
That's how I have to be. But I had to learn to not make emotional decisions. And when you're drinking or you're smoking weed, to me and my personal experience, like that affected how I handle business because sometimes I was more emotional or I let emotions get into it. And this business, whether it's entertainment, music, alcohol, beverage business, you cannot have emotions in this because if you do, people will use that as a weakness.
True. 100%. Yeah. Now this business is emotional and speaking of business, there is a lot of business within the sober community. I mean, you guys have, you know, non-alcoholic out right now. We'll talk about that a little later. But with the sober community, with the sober curious, you know, I wouldn't say phase, I would say movement going on. Do you see, as a manager, that trend influencing the culture? Or, you know, helping you out to move your clients somewhere else in another space?
Yeah, I mean, I think the way that non-alc is going right now is a trend that everybody is starting to follow.
Okay.
I forgot what the percentage was this year of people who were not drinking. It's somewhere like 40%. 40% down, right? Sheesh. But I mean, you got a place like that, and to me, that's a weird statistic because if you got a place like Nashville, right? Go to Nashville. What's today? Wednesday. We go walk down Broadway at 9 o'clock. It's going to be packed and everybody's shit.
100%.
Right. But in Atlanta, it may not be the case. Or some places in Florida, some places like obviously Vegas, people are going to be drunk. But I think the newer generation is starting to realize different effects of over drinking. There's nothing wrong if you don't have a problem to have a cocktail, to enjoy yourself, to indulge. But when you overindulge, to me, is where we start seeing a lot of issues. For sure.
Now, do you want, besides your non-alcoholic brand that you and Chase have, are you guys getting into other spaces that you see as potential? I don't want to say dollar sign because I don't ever want to look at sobriety as a dollar sign, but I definitely want to look at it as an opportunity to, you know, create opportunity. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is there other spaces that you guys, outside of the drinks, is there other spaces that you are looking in right now?
Right now, our focus is the seltzer.
Okay.
We have our new flavors getting ready to come out. Production has been a challenge, to say the least, to get everything done correctly, reformulating. Right now, no. I think we'll probably stick in that bev space because we're very unique in that area. And obviously, like what Chase and Todd Chrisley bring on the marketing side is something that you, in my opinion, you can't pay for.
100%.
Right? Because sure, you can pay influencers for a post, you get your impressions, and then you have to pay them again, right?
Yes.
I like the way Todd and Chase do business. And that is why I wanted them to be partners, because Todd is a genius.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And Chase is the spitting image of Todd in the sense of, like, they have the same. Chase is a genius too. He's just now, to me, reaching that potential to where he can really take his life to the next level.
Yeah.
And I see that coming very quickly. He's just in a better space, and he's a better businessman now.
For sure.
And I'm very, very proud of that and honored to have him as my partner.
So when you managing all these people, man, or just managing Chase in general, I mean, you definitely have to make a lot of decisions. But before this, how was it maintaining this professional composure when you were under the influence and in this rut? How did you maintain?
I probably, hit people I probably shouldn't have hit, and, you know, did some things I shouldn't have done,
For sure.
you know, which caused a lot of tension in different relationships in my life. And, you know, there's no point. The way I look at things now is, you know, we have a mission, right? So if Chase has an appearance, or Wife and K has an appearance, right? Or I happen to be with Lucci at the time, just with the crew. You know, my mission is to make sure everybody's good. And if they want to go party, if Kay wants to go to the strip club or whatever, all right, cool. Y'all be safe.
Yeah.
Go home.
For sure.
You know
For sure.
I think if I was drinking, I definitely would want to go and like have FOMO, but not drinking and not smoking, like I'd be tired, bro. I'm old now. Like I'm not 21 anymore.
Yeah, true.
So like when I have drank and overindulged in a couple cocktails here and there, like the next day, outside of drinking my own products, which is, you know, it's not available everywhere yet, right?
Yeah. I
feel like shit the next day.
True.
I could have 2-3 drinks. I feel awful. So it's like, all right, man, I'm a fuck with y'all. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go home.
So that leads to my next question. Do you find it hard to maintain your sobriety within this circle, in this realm that you're in?
No, I mean, I haven't smoked. I mean, I've been around it. Don't get me wrong. I've been around. I probably gotten secondhand stoned 100 times.
Yeah.
No, I have no inclination. Right? It's just not for me anymore. I never really had a problem with it. Smoking maybe, because I smoked way too much weed and probably killed a lot of brain cells, my mother would say.
Okay.
But I think at this point now it's easy.
Yeah.
Like people can get drunk in front of me. I mean, we're in the entertainment industry, right? So there's all kinds of drugs
Always.
that we see. And, you know, in my personal experience, the only thing I've ever done in my life is drink, smoke weed, and I may or may not have taken an Adderall or two at a music festival.
True.
Right? Outside of that, I never got into the cocaine. I never got into that shit. And no judgment to whoever does it, but for me, it was just not for me. And I've never been tempted to go in that lane. So it's easy now, in my point of view.
Now, did you have a lot of people have breakdowns. I've had one. You know, I know many of people that have had these life altering things that, you know, came crumbling down inside of, you know, I had an addiction. I don't know if you had an addiction, but I had an addiction. So inside of my addiction, I had a full low where I hit rock bottom. Did you have that moment to where it was like, all right, dog, I'm drinking too much. I'm smoking way too much. My life is in shambles. I need to get my shit together. Did you have that moment, and tell us what happened?
I did. So, you know, when I lost a business a couple years ago, I started eating way too much. I was smoking weed all the time. I was drinking, spending money I did not have. Right. And I'll never forget it. It was in the townhouse that I stayed at in North Druid Hills. Right. And I looked in the mirror and I was like 320 fucking pounds. Right. I was like, I cannot do this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it was necessarily, to me, I have more of addiction of like depressive eating and like depressive smoking versus alcohol. Like alcohol, I never was the type that would sit in my basement and fucking drink
by yourself. Yeah.
Like that was not my thing. But I would sit in my basement, get high as shit, and play Call of Duty for fucking 15 hours. And not pay attention to my family. And like, it just got real bad in that aspect. And a lot of it to me boils down to like, I had a mental health issue. I didn't have an addiction issue. I had a mental health issue, right? I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I didn't feel confident in myself. Like, and I felt like I was nobody because at the time I was slowly losing everything. And I saw the fucking dominoes crumbling, like almost like an outer body. You know what I mean? So like now looking back on that, it's like by changing my habits and by eating better and by working out and just not drinking, not smoking, to me, that was the best decision I could have ever made for myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, a lot of people don't even talk about this a lot. Being like gluttony is an addiction in itself.
100%.
Right? Like, so, I mean, and I want people to understand, like, yes, this podcast is about sobriety, and I'm sober from alcohol and drugs, but dog, I want people to come on here and realize you can be sober from anything, from porn, from this podcast is for people to come on here and talk about getting sober from things that are detrimental to your life. And, you know, gluttony is a addiction, man. Like eating a lot is an addiction.
The Taco Bell at 2:00 in the morning was not good.
Good. And you mentioned something about mental health, and mental health correlates with addiction very heavily. 100%. Do you think now that you're in this way better mind state, you know for a fact that like that correlated with why you're in a depressive state? Okay.
100%.
Okay.
You know, I think cannabis works one of two ways for people, right? It either works as an antidepressant or it works as a depressant, right? For me, it was more of a depressant.
I got you.
Now I got friends that they can't live without smoking, and instead of like bipolar medicine, because some of my homies definitely fucking bipolar, right? But smoking changes their mental to where it makes them healthier.
Got you.
Right?
Got you.
So I think cannabis is one of the most beneficial plants
For 100%.
on the face of the planet, but it's not meant for everybody. Everybody's wired differently.
For sure.
So for me, it was just not for me.
Got you.
Right? I thought it was. I tried every possible strain of weed on the face of the planet, right? And you know, it just edibles especially were not for me, right? Yeah, so it just cannabis just was not for me. Now I've seen it save people's lives off heroin, off opiates,
100%.
and I think that a California sober to me is still considered sober.
100%. Yes,
I've seen a lot of friends. You know, I grew up in Alpharetta, Johns Creek, right? So I've lost a lot of friends to heroin addiction. I've seen heroin addiction firsthand, right? And one of my friends, he now lives in Alabama, really good dude. You probably know him too. I'm not going to say his name, but I saw him do pretty much every drug under the sun, got addicted. You know, I had to call the ambulance on him a couple times. He went to cannabis and he hasn't touched that shit in probably 10, 12 years.
And it's nuts.
Now he smokes like a chimney, but if it keeps him off of a needle.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Good for you, bro.
I'm with it. I'm all the way with cannabis being a solution in a sense for people getting off of drugs and alcohol. 100% for that.
Some people just can't handle that though. Some level of addiction is too high.
100%.
And
Yeah.
I've seen that too.
Yeah. Yeah. It does get to a point where you can't smoke.
No. 100%,
yeah.
I mean, I support I got great friends in the cannabis business that produce medicine. Right?
Yeah.
It's real medicine. But some people overindulge and don't use it as medicine. And
True.
That's where it becomes, you know, kind of that fine line to me.
Now you have, like I said, you are Chase's manager, and you do a damn good job, brother.
Appreciate it.
And keeping him.
I don't know if he said the same thing.
Well, you know, he's also, like I said, he's also on his sober journey. How do you play a part in keeping him sober while he's going through this?
So this time around, it's been pretty easy. I check on him all the time.
Yeah.
You know, Todd is his dad. Having his dad home, I think, was a major key for him. Because him and his dad have a bond like I've never really seen. They're very close.
Yeah.
They both relate to each other. And I think with his dad and his mom being home now, it's easier for him to be accountable.
I got you.
Right. His girlfriend makes sure that he does not do anything stupid, which I don't think he wants to.
Yeah.
But what I see now with Chase is he's so happy and so business focused that he's not interested in
100%.
which is amazing. It's really a blessing, because a lot of people who go through a journey of whether it's mental health or sobriety don't come out that quickly with a new mentality, right? And he's a different person.
Yeah.
You sit down and have a conversation with him today, he's a different person, right?
Very true.
I'm extremely proud of him, right?
Me too.
Because I've been there when he's good, bad, in between, and now I think he's about to show the world what his real potential is in the acting. We got some acting stuff coming up with him. We've got some big brand deals coming up with him. I'm sure the TV show is coming back at some point, right? And that'll be good for him.
Yeah.
He just needs to, and I think everybody, including myself, just staying busy is what keeps us out the bullshit.
100%, bro.
And he's streaming now. So he's actually fucking good at the game.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just said that publicly, but he's good. He's better than I am.
Yeah.
That's like, that hurts for me to say that.
Yeah. I'm better than you are, so it's all good.
Oh, Jesus. Not on Battlefield, bitch.
Oh my God. Oh man. When I got sober though, man, one thing that I realized is a lot of people do shit that irks me now. Like when I like hanging around like drunk people and and people that are fucked up, I see shit that they do and I'm like, fuck, they used to be me. Is there something that you, because you were in the nightlife heavy and you're around these people all the time, is there something that you see now that you're like, that you thought was like okay, that now you're like, that's fucking like what? I
mean, people just get on my. I have no tolerance for shit anymore. Honestly, I've been to the club a couple times, right? Since not drinking, and it is very interesting. People watching is just different now, right? Girls getting so fucking drunk and like falling, like. Don't get me wrong, it's enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, like just some and people want to talk to you in the club. All you smell is their fucking whiskey breath or whatever the situation is. And it's just like, dude, come on, man. And I've seen it my friend Rondell over here, last time he was drinking, which was about a year and a half ago.
Yep.
He was hanging out my fucking car window in Athens, yelling at everybody possible. So
it was a fun night.
Rondell has had his journey, and I'm proud of him too. He's man. I got stories about Rondell, so we won't get into that.
No, matter of fact, I want you. You think of a story, and I want you.
It's already in my head. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so first time I meet Rondell, right? We are in Las Vegas for Chase Chrisley's 21st birthday. Right, we have these two big suites. Shout out to BA from Red Martini,
100%.
Carrie Purcell for lining that whole up. I mean, we got two
beautiful
Playboy suites topped, right?
Super dope.
So I walk in, and I'm there for a day. And Rondell walks in with these two girls who you can 100% they're working girls. There is no and not the good kind, right? Like there's I just watched Wolf of Wall Street last night, right? So there's there's three tiers of hookers. Yeah, you had the bottom tier.
I did have the
bottom. So you probably the 40 ball that would apply there, and that's pretty crazy for Las Vegas. That's the low. So that was my first experience with Rondell, right? And he had two. They were walking on his fucking arm, right? So Rondell has come very far. Congratulations on your engagement. I look forward to your wedding. I'm glad you made it out, right? But yeah, that was my first impression of you. I don't know if you remember that, right?
Oh, I remember that, bro. That was Chase's 21st, bro.
I remember just looking, and I'm like,
yeah, I was 24.
I know what he got going on.
Yeah. I think I was 24 at the time, man. And I was hella. I don't think I ate that. I got alcohol poisoning that week.
That was probably when Backpage was still around. They were definitely Backpage, bottom of the barrel. Yeah.
I definitely, and to this day, I'm still telling these people that those were not bad hookers. Those were actually really good hookers.
So have you ever seen people, this is a sober podcast, right? Have you ever seen people in addiction that have the crater face?
Yeah.
I remember this vividly.
Okay.
One of the girls, she covered it up, but she definitely was doing meth or some shit.
Okay.
She had a lot of shit going on.
Well, all right.
So bottom of the barrel, Rondell. That one's not one you're going to live down, buddy. I'm sorry.
Well, wish you didn't bring that story up.
I can't wait to make a toast to your wedding.
That was all right. Well, as y'all can see, man, I needed to get sober. As y'all can see.
Yeah, for sure.
That was necessary.
Oh, actually, one more.
Okay.
This same Athens trip, I bring him back to my townhouse.
Oh my God.
He is hammered. He's sleeping in my basement, right? So it's a 3-floor townhouse in my basement, right? My wife is pregnant at the time, right? So somehow he wanders up. I don't know where the fuck I was sleeping because I must have been shit canned, but he wanders up I was asleep, I guess, in the room. Wanders up 3 stories, opens our door, and thinks that that's the exit of the house.
Yep. I was
So I'm like, okay, Rondell, drugs and alcohol is not for you, buddy. Not for you.
Dude, I was still drunk that day driving home too, man. I was like, yo, this is gotta stop. And then got stopped by the liquor store on the way home. So, it didn't stop that day. I tell you that. Did not stop.
Yeah, how you have didn't get a DUI back then is a lifesaver.
You know what's crazy? All right, I'll tell you a story about how I almost got a DUI, bro. I've never been arrested, never got a DUI, never got in a car crash while I was drinking. Nothing's ever happened to me while I've been on drugs and alcohol. Nothing. God has always had my back. My parents have definitely prayed over me 100%.
Yeah, that's 100%. Is your mom has been praying
100%. But I was driving home one night. My registration was lapsed. My insurance didn't have insurance on my car. I pulled into a gas station. Got pulled over, pulled into a gas station, got out the car. The police goes, "Hey, I gotta tow this car." And I'm like, "Why?" He was like, "Yo, you don't have any insurance. You can't drive it." I'm cool. I'm hammered though. And as he's doing that, he's putting my car up on the tow truck. He goes back to his car, doesn't write me a ticket, goes back to his car, looks at me and goes, "Hey, you got to ride home?" It's like, "I'll call the Uber." He looks at me dead in my face and said, "Hey, bruh, stop driving drunk." Got in his car and drove off.
Yeah, you dodged there, buddy.
What?
Because that would have been you definitely would have gone. You should have gone to jail.
Oh, dog.
You have to look at it that way. You should have gone to jail.
Yeah, well, let's not say I should have went to jail. Okay,
driving intoxicated.
That's true.
What did you say? No insurance.
No insurance.
No registration.
And no registration.
Where were you?
I was in Clayton County. I'm surprised they didn't lock me up.
Yeah, so I'm surprised they didn't beat you up, then lock you up.
Well, this wasn't I don't think Victor Hill was in office. I think he was out of office then. So we're good. We're good.
Hell no.
Oh man. You know what? I don't miss drinking though. Do you miss getting drunk? Do you miss smoking weed? Do you miss?
I've done everything you can fucking do when it comes to buying bottles, showing out in the club for no fucking reason, wanting to be the center of attention for no fucking reason. I've done all of that. I have zero interest in seeing that fucking Amex bill come up the next month.
That's true.
Right? Like, it's just not fun to me anymore. Like, I'm married, I have a kid, like, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Like, even my wife goes out, like, she'll go out, right? And she doesn't really drink either, you know, but she'll go out and have a couple of drinks with her friends and come home and be like, it's good seeing my friends, but that shit's just not for me. And I'm like, I fucking feel you. Like, it's not for me either. You know, maybe it's because Atlanta's burnt as fuck.
As hell.
Like, and there's nothing really fun to do outside of going to get drunk at this point. Like, there's nothing really to do anymore. Our city's burnt.
Yeah.
So we have a great time in Nashville. You know what we do in Nashville? We go to fucking get a great dinner.
Yeah.
Meet our investor team, have fun, and then I'm in the hotel. I'm in bed typically somewhere between 10 and 11 o'clock.
Kicking it,
right?
feet up.
And then I'm on the road home like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Kicking it, feet up.
I don't want to go out.
Nah.
Like, we're going to have to go to Vegas here soon, right?
Yeah.
For the brands. I'm going to go to Vegas on a Monday or Tuesday when not a goddamn thing is going on. I'm going to get in and get the fuck out.
100%. 100%.
Because Vegas is, I mean, you know, you go to Vegas, you're going to spend a dub going out for one night.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Do you think that there needs to be more sober? I mean, and this is me asking somebody that was in the industry, the beverage industry and all that. Do you think that there needs to be more places for sober people to go?
Yeah. So what's been really cool and we've seen, so there's a place in Louisiana that we have a business relationship with called the Dry Oak. So they're a sober bar.
Shout out to the Dry Oak too.
Yeah, Dry Oak's awesome. They're great people. So they have there's non-alcoholic vodka. Non-alcoholic tequila.
Yes,
they gave me a fucking thing of champagne that was non-alcoholic.
Tastes just like it.
I couldn't tell the difference.
Tastes just like it.
Like that, it was delicious. So there's a place in Woodstock now too called Little Sober Bar.
Okay.
There's a girl named Brittany. She's sober on her journey. She's got Gold Drop over there, obviously, but she's building out right in downtown Woodstock like a sober bar. People can come in and get sober mocktails.
Oh wow!
And like a bunch of other dope shit. She's building right now, so I would assume she'll be open probably by New Year's.
Okay,
we're sponsoring her New Year's party.
Okay.
But there's more and more places like that popping up. Right? There's a place in Nashville, like on the 5th floor. I'd have to ask my partner what it is. It's a famous country singer owns it. It's like in a bar, but it's its own floor and it's a sober bar.
Sheesh.
So like it's not leaving anybody out. Right?
100%.
And that's how people in my business are going to be able to capture both the markets.
Yeah.
Is you have to give people an option of both.
For sure.
Right. Like I see the mocktails that they do in Georgia and different bars here. And it's like, it's just a bunch of sugary bullshit. Right. Like we had to come in on our end and do something that was a little bit different. And a lot of people are going to follow suit. Like there's a lot of functional drinks now. I see like mushroom based.
Yes.
Hemp based. Like shout out to Felix Murray. He just dropped an insanely good hemp based drink with 21 Savage in Gas House. So there's a lot of people that are real innovators that are actually creating a good product. And there's other people that are just doing it as a money grab. The money grab is never going to work in this industry because sober people are going to be way more fucking opinionated than people who are drunk.
Yeah, because we actually think it.
Right. So a lot of people don't understand those mechanics in this business is when people are sober, they're going to literally dissect everything about your drink or your mocktail, whatever the situation may be, versus somebody who's drunk. They order a vodka Red Bull. You can put vodka and fucking soda water. They're not going to know the difference.
Not at all.
Right. So it's a completely different market. And that's why I don't think a lot of the big, like you see White Claw trying to do it. That shit's fucking ass.
It's terrible.
They just don't understand that market because they only understand the alcohol market. We're unique because we understand both.
For sure.
Right.
For sure.
Our tequila is award winning. We're in 25 states, 8 countries. We're absolutely killing it with the tequila. So now we're taking that same concept and putting it into our vodka and obviously our non-alcoholic seltzer. So it's pretty cool, man. It's a fun journey.
Now, as your business brain, I want to tap into your business brain real quick.
Yeah,
where do you see sobriety as a culture in the next 5 years? Because
like market value wise,
like where do you see, the non-alcoholic, clubs and stuff like that? Where do you see sobriety, the culture of sobriety at in 5 years?
I think it's going to revel regular nightclubs.
Really?
No, I wouldn't say 5 years. I'd say 10.
Okay.
Right. Because you need to see how this hemp regulation, all this stuff's going to go. Right. But I would project to see a lot more sober bars opening because it's a good business model. Mm-hmm. People will still pay 5 to 7 to 10 to 12, whatever market you're in. For a mocktail.
Yeah.
Especially if it's made with good ingredients and people are going to pay for that.
For sure.
And people who are sober still want to go out, have fun. They're still going to dance. People who drink alcohol are only people that dance and go and have fun, play pool, whatever. I think it's going to be a huge market. I think we're going to see a lot of bars that serve alcohol have maybe divide their sections of the bar to where there's like a non-alcoholic side and an alcoholic side so that people can still mix and mingle. Because a lot of people drink to be social.
Yes.
So a lot of people who don't drink still want to go out with their friends and be social. They don't want to sit in the house.
True,
so
100%.
That's why a lot of these products are meant to mimic alcohol but don't have alcohol, right? And I think it's a huge industry, metric wise, and I would say in the billions in a few years.
You said wait a minute, hold up. You said the billions?
I mean, look at Poppy. Poppy was it wasn't necessarily a non-alcoholic soda or a seltzer, but it was a non-alcoholic alternative to nasty sodas.
Yeah, true.
They sold for what, 2.3 billion? Some 1.9, but whatever the fuck it was, right? To Pepsi. So it's a huge market. I could foresee it being very, very, very big.
Damn.
Now, am I a good one to predict that? No, because it's still new to everybody.
Very true. Very true.
But you see trends, and 40% alcohol drinking is down in the younger generation. That's only going to grow.
Yeah.
Right. Now, again, if we have a Great Depression or something along those lines, then the drinking is going to go back up.
For sure.
Right? But I'm hoping we don't have that issue. But well, there's always like a fucking curveball in all these industries. But
that's true.
I like the non-alcohol space because it's FDA regulated, sure, but you don't have to register in every state because it has alcohol in it. You know, I don't have to put on there drink responsibly because there's no alcohol.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Yeah.
You know, it's Instagram's not taking a post down because
that,
right.
True. Dang. All right. Yeah. I feel the same way about. I tell everybody like being sober is about to be the hottest shit smoking.
I think it is,
which is a crazy backwards kind of word. Like
it's just the way the pendulum swings. I mean, it's going to go up and then down, up and down.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's going to be an opportunity for people who are sober to create their own businesses, to become entrepreneurs in the space that affects them the most, right? And it's just a space for people to grow in.
For sure.
It'll bring more revenue into businesses that may be slow because if they start advertising, hey, we have like a real list of mocktails, not some bullshit they saw on Pinterest, right? Like actually get a real mixologist to craft the mocktails because I mean, I've not seen it at bars in Atlanta yet, but those non-alcoholic vodkas, non-alcoholic tequilas, I see those as a huge thing.
For sure.
Because they taste somewhat similar.
Very similar. Like
in the champagne thing. I think whoever is created these champagnes is going to do extremely well in the non-alcoholic space for sure. Because it tastes just like it.
Sheesh.
I don't remember what brand. It's from Dry Oak. So if you want to, hit up Dry Oak. But
go to Dry Oak.
I don't remember the name of the brand, but it was delicious.
Damn.
I was like, damn, this shit's, I said, hold on. I asked her, I said, there's no alcohol in this?
Bruh, Pete, you'll be surprised,
and then
bro.
I asked her again. I said, "Are you sure?"
Bruh, you'll be surprised. Non-alcoholic drinks are delicious, bruh. Especially, I don't want to name too many brands because they ain't paying us, but there's a few beers out there that I love to drink. I mean, there's a few non-alcoholic spirits that I love to drink that taste just like alcohol, bruh. And I think that was my biggest thing when I started getting sober, though, bruh, is I didn't start drinking non-alcoholic drinks until 6 months into my sobriety because that shit was still a trigger. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Drinking those,
I think the non-alcoholic beer is so my dad's been sober for 10 years.
Okay.
Right? It might be 11 now. But I mean, I saw him go through fucking hell.
Yeah.
He's a veteran PTSD. I mean, he had a severe case.
Yeah.
Like that fucker was crazy.
Yeah.
Right? But he's grown so much and he got sober. He's a different person. Like we didn't have the best relationship growing up because he was drinking all the time.
Yeah.
And I wasn't by any means the model fucking.
Exactly.
But I've seen it with him, right? He doesn't drink non-alcoholic beer.
Really? Because
I think so.
100%.
It tastes like beer to me.
It's very close.
Be a huge trigger. So if you're sitting there, you drink 10 of them, and you find like, oh fuck this, I want to get a buzz. Like that to me, that's what will happen.
100%.
But like some of these other to me, it's more about the visuals, right? At least if I was in the shoes of somebody who is in full addiction, right? If you're out with your friends, they're drinking like White Claws, you're on the lake. You just want a can so you can feel like you fit in.
Just social, man.
Yeah,
just being social. You just want to be social.
It's a huge market. Right? Yeah. It's a huge market that's untapped. Completely untapped.
That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy.
We're about to tap it though, but yeah.
Pause. That's crazy. I do want to ask you this though, man. It's a little bit deeper. Have you lost anybody that now that you are the way you are now, and I mean, I know you personally, so I know you've gotten rid of a ton of friends, you know what I mean, in the past, but has anybody that you thought that wasn't going to be there when you got like this? Are they you thought they were going to be there and they aren't there? Or is there anybody that you have to say I'm sorry to, or do you have any of those yet?
I mean, not really on the I'm sorry side, man. Like, I've gone through a lot of shit with a lot of people, right? Whether it's good or bad. Have I lost anybody? No, they just kind of fell off because I'm overly focused now with what I do. I'm all business. I'm a different person than I was. Like if you only knew me 2 years ago and you haven't talked to me since, you do.
Oh yeah, you don't know. Yeah. 100%.
Like you don't have the first fucking idea.
Yeah, 100%.
And I judge a lot of things too about, and this is one of the things that means the world to me is you can tell who your real fucking friends are when you're at the bottom.
Yes.
Not when you're at the top. Cause I've been there. I've been in the middle. When I was buying bottles and spending money,
everybody was there.
Everybody fucking loved me.
For sure.
Right? Like everybody's like, oh fuck, JB's here. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And now it's like a lot of those people have dissipated and that's cool. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Right. But there's a handful of people in my life when I was really, really, really fucked up and didn't know what I was going to do that reached down. Right. Like, and I always say this about JV. Right. And I always mention JV because when the whole fucking world was against me, he gave me a fucking opportunity.
For sure.
Right. And I took that opportunity and I fucking ran with it. And I've ran with it ever since, and there's a couple other people in my life, Rob Dinker, right. From Integrity Dental Services, one of the best fucking human beings on the face of the planet. I have the honor and the pleasure of being the vice president of his foundation. We get to help so many people.
For sure.
But he also took a risk on me and he didn't have to, he's the reason that I've gotten in better shape. He's diabolically influential in my life.
For sure.
That makes sense, right? Other guy, Chris Cobain, helped me a lot through a lot of stuff. One of my best friends to this day, right? And there's a few others that were just there for me.
For sure.
And then everybody else just kind of
went away.
I wouldn't say it went away. I just kind of closed that door.
Yeah.
Like they could call me. I'd answer my phone for everybody.
For sure.
But if you're judging me off of something that happened 2 years ago to today, like I don't even entertain it.
I understand
because I'm not that person anymore, right? Like I'm not in the same businesses I used to be in. I don't operate that way.
Yeah.
So like if you want to get to know me as the new person and who I become, fantastic. Sure. We can go out, grab something to eat, whatever, catch up. If there's amends that need to be made, we can figure it out.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like on some need something from me, I don't.
Yeah, I don't need that. Yeah. So we got this. I want to talk about now. I want to let's get into these seltzers, man. Go ahead and these are. I drink them.
Yeah, I know you do.
I drink them.
Yeah,
these are Gold Drop Clementine seltzers, and these are actually. Oh my bad. These are actually really good, like super, super good. But
yeah, they're delicious.
This is you and Chase's line.
Yeah, so that's me, Chase Chrisley. So Chase Chrisley is actually the inspiration behind that drink, with his journey and giving him a platform to help others, right? And then Todd, his dad, came in, is also our business partner as well, who's a fucking great guy, right? But we have carefully developed that. So that's the old cans, right? The new ones are coming.
Oh, these are the old ones.
Yeah, the new ones will be here in January. So what we actually did recently was we cut the calories down to 32 calories, 0 carbs, 9 grams of raw cane sugar, took out dyes, and we have a lemon lime flavor coming too.
Oh, shoot.
So it's going to be delicious.
Yeah,
You'll get some.
Oh, definitely want some.
But I did taste them recently, and the lemon lime literally tastes like a Sprite.
Really?
9 grams of sugar. Yeah.
Damn. Ooh.
Actually, let me rephrase. Cut this out and do it. It tastes like a lemon lime soda.
Okay, a lemon lime soda.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
With low sugar, and that's any other competitors are like what 26 to 30.
Yeah.
Fucking 12-ounce can.
That's very true.
That's crazy.
This is very true.
And we thought about doing the no sugar, right? But the problem with no sugar is all that other bullshit you got to put in there to sweeten it. Is worse for you than the sugar.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that. People will run and be like, oh my God, there's no sugar in this. Let me drink it. But they don't read the fucking ingredients.
Yeah.
Like I just saw soda recently. A very popular soda is releasing like their healthy probiotic version, however you say it. Probiotic. There we go. Yeah.
He went to public school.
And then I went and read all the ingredients in it. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm not drinking that.
Yeah, don't.
Can't do it.
Can't wait till this drops.
Oh, it's coming.
I mean, not this one.
That one's delicious.
These are good.
Right?
These are good.
That one's very good for you. That was our proof of concept, right? We wanted to put a product out, make sure people could relate to it, enjoyed it, and they did. Right. So now we went big.
So JB, I have a little game I want to play with you.
Oh Lord.
So here on Sober AF, Finally Sober Pod, you heard of you've been drunk before and you've drunk called your ex, right?
I have, yeah, for
sure. You never sober called your ex before though, have you?
My ex? First off, you're trying to give me call my ex. I don't have that crazy bitch's number. So therefore, I'm out of this game.
Here's a game. You either call where's my thing? You either sober call your ex or you take a shot of hot sauce.
First off, I don't have my ex's phone number. So
it doesn't have to be a big shot, JB.
I'm taking a shot of fucking hot sauce. You got me.
Come on, it'll be a small
what
shot.
What kind of hot sauce is it?
What is this? Habanero? Ghost pepper.
Go fuck yourself. You got lemon pepper chicken wing or something? I can do that, motherfucker.
So we can tell.
So you know what I can't wait for, Rondell, is when you get fucking married and I come back on your podcast and play this fucking game. You know who I'm gonna have you call?
Ooh, don't do it.
Yeah, you know.
That's wild. That's wild right there.
I bet you don't got their numbers.
I don't.
Good. Okay.
I don't have the prostitutes' numbers. No, I don't. All right, so you're not taking the shot, but just know if y'all come on this pod sober, you got to sober call your ex. All right.
Yeah, that's a pretty sobering shot.
Right there for sure.
Yeah. Ghost pepper,
hell no. 100%.
Hell no, I got a 45-minute ride. I'm gonna be throwing up my fucking Escalade.
Well, hey man, hey, I tried. So here on Finally Sober though, I do like to give people this chance at the end of the show. It's called a Sober 60. All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna look right in that camera and you're gonna tell your younger self and then also give people inspiration and motivation to either stay sober, to get sober, to change their lives, whatever motivation and inspiration that you have. You get 60 seconds, talk to your younger self and really motivate the people. So 60 seconds on you, JB, and go.
I mean, if I had to tell my younger self something, I would say that, don't impress people. It does not fucking matter. One of the biggest mistakes I ever made in my 20s was I made a shitload of money and I spent all of it trying to impress other people, trying to impress women, and you name it, right? And that was really hard for me to outgrow that situation. If I could do anything better as well, I would definitely say in your 20s, early 30s, make your health a priority. Because I did not for a long time, and I'm sure down the line there will be complications, right? And I pray that they're not, but health is everything, right? Family is everything, and if I could do one thing better, I would probably just try to be a better person in my 20s. That's pretty much my life.
I need motivate. You gonna give the people motivation?
I mean, if you look at where I came from today, or where I came from in the past, and where I'm at now, I lost everything in 2023. I figured out and crawled my way out of this shit. And every day, I'm not where I want to be by any means, but I'm getting there. And it's because I never gave up. The most motivational thing I could tell anybody in life is consistency is what wins the game. Outside of that, if you give up before the miracle happens, you never know what could have happened.
Ooh. JB, it has been a ultimate pleasure. Didn't like you telling my business like that.
You fucking asked.
Didn't like you telling
you asked.
Didn't like you telling my business, but it is okay. And he didn't take the shot, which I'm really mad about because I was so excited for him because I knew he wasn't going to call his ex. But I was so excited for him to take this shot. But just know,
Dell gets people to come on this show so their significant others will fucking murder.
No. It's a good. I think it's a great game.
I think you should change the content of that.
Because
some of us. I mean, you
shit. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're about to get fucking married, so you're about to realize what actually being in a relationship is.
Well, I'm engaged, so it's like
engaged and married are two separate fucking things.
True.
That's one thing you'll learn.
True.
Right?
True.
Marriage is, of course, I love my wife to death. She's amazing, but marriage is also a partnership you have to build.
Oh, true. Okay.
It starts after you say I do, not a fucking day
before. Okay.
And it changes the dynamic, so just be prepared.
Now, let me ask you this before we get off, because this is actually a great point that you just brought up. You and your wife were kind of in the same boat when it comes to the nightlife. So now that y'all are, I'm talking about up here with it, baby. Like living, I'm talking about great family, big dog. I'm talking about doing your thug thizzle, big dog. Did you feel the need to like get better for them? You got a baby now. Like, was it like, hey, I got to do this for my family? You wanted to do it for you first.
No, I mean, I didn't give a shit about me at that point. A lot of it was because I had a son. You know, I was dealing with a lot of stuff at that time, right? To where I could have crashed out and ended up, either dead, in jail, whatever the situation was, right? And my son was my motivation for that, and my wife, because I want them to have a future and I want to be in that future. Right?
For sure.
When you have a kid, right, it changes your entire dynamic of thinking, which you'll have one eventually.
Yeah.
Hopefully before you're 40, because you're pushing that.
Damn, you're the same age as me.
My son's already 2.
True. You got a point.
So
you got a point.
I hope that honeymoon. You know what I'm saying? But that changes the whole dynamic, right? Like when you have a kid and you have like a family, when you're married, like you have a responsibility to your family. Financially, as men, we're providers.
Yes.
Right? Like I don't want my wife to work. Now, does she want to? And if she wants to, I support her 100%.
Yeah.
I don't want her to have to. If she wants to work, I want it's because she wants to.
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of what changed my perspective on life and how I am today is because of my son. When you see a life force that relies on you for fucking everything, your whole mental changes. And, me being 320 pounds at one time, my little fucker's fast, boy.
Moving.
He is fast as fuck.
Moving.
Like he's fast, dangerously fast. So if I was that same weight, I wouldn't be able to, I'd be on the couch out of breath.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, so God really did his big one in that situation for me, because it was at a crucial crossroads in my life when she got pregnant, how we found out she got pregnant, all that kind of shit, right? So that was my crossroads. True. Because I came close to crashing out.
Yeah.
And I could have very easily, right? And I just decided not to. And that was the best decision that I ever made. Because I'll never forget what Javarius Gay told me, the owner of Prime on Peachtree and Prime Cigar. I was sitting in the parking lot of Prime, and he pulls up on me, knew I was pissed off, whatever. I was outside. And he was like, look, man, the second you let that shit go, all that anger, envy, or I wouldn't say envy, but I think he said anger and angst towards certain individuals, said, watch what happens. And so that night I went home, prayed about it, slowly got over it, and then
life
just went up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wish everybody who's done me wrong, I wish them best.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't harp on that shit. What happened yesterday is not what's happening today.
For sure.
So that shit don't matter no more.
Well, look, man, I want to say I look at you as a really good friend of mine, man. I mean, I look up to you. You've definitely been an inspiration to me to see what the hell I've seen. We done had talks on the phone about shit you was going through back in the day. So
yeah, I remember.
To see where you at right now, dog. Absolutely incredible, bro. I'm super proud of you. You got shit going on from left to right.
It's all God, man. It's the only way I get up every day and do shit, man, to be honest with you.
So I want to say thank you.
No, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for talking with me, man. I know a lot of people probably that are in your same shoes, that are in managerial roles of artists and that are sober, and that, they probably want to hear this. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, of course, man. Thank you.
Thank y'all for tuning in to Finally Sober. This has been another episode. Now, listen, make sure y'all like, subscribe, go follow all of our socials. This has been cool, man. And we're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on going. Got more guests coming up. We got a lot more shit coming up. December 19th, we're doing the the Sober AF Ugly Sweater Party at Vesper. Next year, got a ton of things. So y'all just tune in. I've been your host, Rondell with 2 N's. Y'all stay sober. Peace.